Now it's time to break it.
Yes, it worked. Yes. Yeah. Are we going to do this? We're going to do it. Welcome back to the SpitScreeners podcast. My name is Nick Lindblom, joined as always by my co-host, Zach Campbell.
Wait, what?
Aaron Renner. And Gavin Mazzaros.
Woo! Damn, that caught me off guard.
Yeah, I did. I almost went woo when he said Campbell. I was like, wait, he just said Zach.
Whoa! How's everybody's week?
I hate work.
Yeah.
I hate work as well. Work was 3 days for me. And it was pretty chill. It was pretty easy. I played some more Far Cry 6, got a little bit further in it. Hopefully I'm done soon.
Nick's going on a little bit of a rant.
Okay.
Just gonna lay down some rhymes.
I want to know what this rant is about first.
Well, there's a reason why this is on the table.
Oh, okay.
We have 15 viewers watching this. And I need 15 of them to know. I bought my tickets to the When We Were Young Festival. The lineup for this dropped a couple days ago. As anybody who is probably in your late 20s to early 30s, I freaked the fuck out when I saw this lineup. Then I started to see people talking shit. And it just needs to be addressed, and I want it to be on the internet. Somebody will watch this years from now, and it's going to just be like this huge fuck up of a festival that everybody's going to laugh at, and they're going to be like, this dude was so wrong. First, for anybody calling it Fyre Fest 2.0.
Oh shit, is it?
Oh my god.
I haven't heard that yet.
Fyre Fest was put on by some no-name punk-ass little dude. This is being put on by one of the biggest punk-ass companies in the United States. Second, everybody keeps saying this is the same people that did Astroworld, which isn't wrong.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to them?
I'm talking to everybody. I have to make I have to make eye contact with somebody. Astroworld was a tragedy. We all know that. They should be held completely responsible. Not completely. Travis Scott needs to be held partially responsible. The security company that worked at that festival needs to be held partly responsible. They also put on hundreds of festivals every year. Usually without a fucking flaw.
Usually with sponsors right away.
Okay. Number 3. They don't have sponsors on their website. Who cares? Obviously, they have sponsors. They don't need to have them listed on their website.
It's a little sketchy.
It's
a little sus.
Yeah, where's Monster?
Probably won't be
Rockstar.
sponsored by Monster. Probably be sponsored by Rockstar.
Rip the bull.
A lot of people are thinking that they did this as a giant ploy to get bigger sponsors, because now they can say, hey, look, we sold out 2 days of this festival, 170,000 tickets in a matter of 3.5 hours. Do you want to give us a lot of money? Which might be true, because that's genius. Third, if you sit there and you say, how are all these going to...
This is 4th.
Okay, 4.
I have a question, though, Nick.
Okay.
How are you going to get all these bands on 3 stages?
Thank you. That's my 4th point.
Wait for some to drop out.
I'm so glad you
Yeah,
asked.
half of them.
First of all, there will be bands that drop out. It happened at
always
Aftershock.
standard.
We went to Aftershock in October, and I think over the course of when they announced the Aftershock lineup to when we went, probably 15 bands dropped out.
And
Now that was over the course of 2 years.
And like 15 more came in and 15 more dropped out.
I guarantee, first of all, they have backups for a lot of these bands if they decide to drop out, because that's how you promote a festival correctly. You have backup alternative plans. Second, for these people who say, how is this show going to happen? Have you ever been to a music festival? In your entire life?
Nope.
Obviously, you're correct. Because multiple bands play at the same time, lower on the set list. That's why the little page they put out with all the bands, that's why it looks the way it looks. Because all those bands that are little on the side, they don't get as much time as the big bands here, the headliners that are in the middle of them.
Wait a minute.
That's how concerts work. So these little bands are going to play at the same time as all these other little bands.
Whoa.
And you're going to have to pick and choose which ones you want to see. Then the bigger bands are going to play on their own stages. That's how festivals usually work.
How do you hear them at the same time?
You don't. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to
But
be
it's
like...
like $300 a ticket. It's like 200 and something, but...
You're going to have to ask yourself, do I want to see Story of the Year, Seosin, or Mom Jeans? And you're going to have to make a decision on those 3 bands on which one you're going to want to see. And you're going to have to do that all day. It's going to be hard. But if you've ever been to Warped Tour, yes, Warped Tour had more stages. I think they're adding more stages, by the way. On the website, when the concert got announced, they said 3 stages. Now it says multiple stages.
Which is still 3.
I think it's more than 3. Either way. It's going to be fucking great. I got my tickets today. I waited in that queue. I opened the queue at 9. That's when I got the text. And I waited in that queue for 3 hours, got my tickets.
I get a text till 11.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
I got my text at exactly 9:03 was when I got my text and entered the queue. I'm super pumped. That's why Gerard Way is on our table. My Chemical Romance is a band that me and my fiance for sure have been wanting to see for a very long time. Never thought it was going to happen. Super excited to finally get to see him. That's half the reason we bought tickets to Aftershock last year. Was because they were supposed to headline one of the days, or at least half the reason I bought tickets.
I was going to say Metallica 2 nights was 100% the reason I bought my tickets.
And Aftershock was still fun.
Yeah. It was real.
We got to leave early on Saturday because the pain that took over for My Chemical Romance we had no interest in.
So what if they back out of Fyre Fest 2.0?
Oh, thank you. That is my last point that I wanted to make.
It was 4 or 5.
This
I don't
is
even know.
7, actually.
Oh, we were at 2.
On the page it says no refunds, right? And people are losing their minds. Losing their minds. Except if you go to any concert I've ever been to, if you go to the website, on the website it's going to say no refunds. Because, let's put it this way. I want to put it in terms that some people understand. Say you go to a nice sit-down restaurant, and you order food, and you wait for your food to show up, and it shows up, and it gets there, and you look at it, and you go, I don't want this. I'm not paying for it. Mm-hmm. The restaurant's still going to charge you. You can't order something and then decide a little bit later.
So here's the loophole.
I don't want it. Now,
as long as all the bands quit, but they still put on a show, so have like 5 unheard bands, they can still charge you.
now,
Well, you just get enough people asking for a refund, they'll eventually do it.
Well, also
Like they did
you
with
can
that-
100% do that at a restaurant. And 90% of the time, they will comp your fucking shit. Because you can be a dick and get your way. And that's
if
usually
you're-
what happens.
If you're not going to be a giant dick about it.
I'm just saying, like, that's what's going to happen if,
No.
like, My Chemical Romance, a bunch of people are going to be dicks about it, and they're going to offer refunds.
No, they won't. No, I doubt it. Aftershock did do this. Aftershock postponed their date. They were supposed to play in 2021. Obviously, with the pandemic, that didn't happen. They pushed it to
But they,
2022.
in essence,
offered-
canceled the show and moved.
They offered refunds to everybody who wanted it. We didn't take them. We kept our tickets.
2020 and 2021.
That's different
Yeah,
than just
sorry.
bands dropping out, though.
Now, say you go to a fast food restaurant, and you drive up through the drive-thru, and you order your food, and you go to the first window, and you pay. Then you pull up to the second window, and they go, don't have your food, sorry, you're fucked. You can leave. And they don't give you your money back. That is what we would like to call illegal. Because you're not providing me the thing that I paid money for. So if it gets canceled due to COVID, and I'm going to keep reiterating this, they will offer refunds.
Yep.
By saying no refunds on the website, they're not saying
No.
we just got all these bands to sign up so that we could just take your money and cancel the festival and not have to put on a festival.
If they cancel the show, absolutely. But if bands drop out, no.
Yeah, I mean, depends. There's going to be a certain level at which bands drop out that they're going to have to be like, okay, we have to offer refunds at this point. But yeah, if My Chemical Romance is the only band that backs out, they're not offering
No.
refunds.
If half those bands drop out, they probably won't be. As long as they can still put on
They will
What they
offer
can
refunds
say
if Mom
a show.
Jeans pops out, though.
for the amount of time.
No.
Just give the bands longer sets to fill it.
I just don't like the negativity. And I understand we've had a rough couple of years in this country, the world has had a rough couple of years. And people might be a little more pessimistic. Especially those of us that were emos back in middle school and high school. Might be a little bit more pessimistic than the rest of the world. But just a little bit of optimism. This is like for those of us that listen to this type of music, this is a dream lineup, in my opinion. There are so many bands out there, whether I've seen them in the past or I haven't, that I am so excited to see. And I'm so pumped, and I'm so glad I got my tickets, and I am booking a hotel tomorrow, and I'm fucking ready to go.
Will you be purchasing scalper tickets?
We'll see what comes. If I don't go to this concert, I'm going to see Slipknot later on this year. So,
God, yes.
or maybe just Rammstein.
Definitely doing that one.
Yeah, I'm seeing Rammstein for sure.
Sometime in September.
Yeah, I
Okay.
will definitely be doing Rammstein. If I can find a good Slipknot, we'll do that as well.
I have a good segue this time. Speaking of festivals, question of the week for this episode. If you could build, and I'm going to go to all three of you, if you could build your dream festival, let's say it's one day, because I don't want to get too expensive. So you're going to have 2 headliners, so 2 really big bands, and let's say like 4 smaller bands. So it's not really a festival, just your dream concert, just because I don't want us to have to be naming 30 bands apiece. So name like your top 5 bands. If you could make a concert of your top 5 bands to see, whether you've seen them or not, what would your top 5 bands be? Say?
Living people too, or could there be anyone?
They would have. I don't know. Should it be something that we could actually go actually see?
Yeah, let's keep it with living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Snow Meatloaf.
Current. This is a concert being set up for next year.
By us. On the Fire Island.
Fire Island 3.0.
Tickets are starting at $1,500.
Yeah.
For this thing.
No refunds.
No refunds.
All we're offering you is you're buying the time to go to the island, okay? That's it.
I would probably do main act Rammstein because they're from out of right before the Metallica, then Slipknot, and then the 2 small bands opening for them, Avenged Sevenfold and the new Linkin Park.
Don't know if Avenged Sevenfold counts as a little band, but I'll take it. Aaron?
In front of those 3 does.
Oh, it's tough, but offhand, I would say Rammstein,
Okay.
Corn.
Slipknot,
Okay.
Korn, Tool,
Ooh, good one. I would love to see Tool.
and probably Disturbed.
Okay. Gavin?
So 2 big, 4 little.
However you just
Yeah, Aaron's acted 5, but they were all big. It doesn't
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't need to see little bands.
Childish Gambino. System of a Down.
Yeah. It'd be a cool festival. I already like your idea
I
for a
could see
concert.
I was like, and then honestly for the small bands, I was like, I know they all went big bands and everything else, but I probably could do maybe like a ZZ Gibson, who's kind of a not well-known rapper. Well,
Okay.
semi not well-known. He's a small enough band to count as small. I was like, I would have body count just so I can meet Ice-T.
Yeah.
Seen them before.
Yeah.
I have too.
But we didn't get to meet him.
We did not get to meet him. And we tried. We tried to meet him so much. And then I don't know who I did the last one. Maybe I did a small band. Shit. I have no clue.
Okay.
Amine, fuck it.
Okay.
Some rap on there.
I think
Kanye West.
my main headliner would be AC/DC. That's my big artist that I'm most worried about in life that I'm not going to get to see. 2 would be a day to remember, favorite band of all time. Gonna see him at this When We Were Young Fest for I think the 4th or 5th time now. Yeah, so they got to be there. Again, I'm gonna steal another one from the When We Were Young Fest, which I'm gonna be able to cross off soon. Story of the Year would be one of my smaller bands. One of my favorite bands in middle school. Never thought I'd get to see them. They're one of the bands that I'm most excited for that whole festival.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see System again.
Yeah.
I would love to see System
Yeah, they were great.
again. So Story of the Year probably is the opener at this point.
You just got bumped down a couple notches.
And 5.
Throw Kendrick Lamar on there for it.
I'd like to see Disturbed again. I only got to see Disturbed once.
That was our first concert
2.
together.
Oh, I've seen them twice. I saw him once with Zach and once with once back in the old days. So I would love to see this shit being. Yeah, it'd be a fun show.
We got to meet them.
Second one of them that really got rappers in their concert though.
We got a lot of stuff to get into.
Yeah.
Zach, what do we start with today?
Oh my goodness. What have you guys been watching this week?
Well, I watched Encanto this week.
How did you like it?
I liked it. You guys hyped it up quite a bit, so I don't know if it quite lived up to it, but it was really good. I am going to agree with Gavin here. Abuela was the villain.
Okay, thank you.
We are now 50-50.
Now,
This side of the ring
If
needs
the
to move
movie
away.
ends where the house falls down, she doesn't have her little redemption arc where she finds love and understanding. She has been a heinous bitch tyrant her entire life with her family.
Yeah.
Ruining their lives. You haven't
Gavin,
seen
you shut up. and
how
sit
many
back.
personality disorders and insecurities she's built in all of them. If she
What
died
about
right
her
then,
own?
they would be
This happened
living.
to her too.
I'm
She
not saying
lived
she's not a
through this
victim.
trauma.
I was like, just
Just
because you
because
have
you're a
trauma
victim
doesn't mean you can be a
Doesn't
dick.
mean you can be a dick.
All right, we're moving on.
The trauma, Zach.
So there was your villain, Abuela.
You know,
Though she
no
had a
villain.
redemption arc, she came back to the light side in the end.
I was like, if you're saying that because she had trauma, it absolves her of her actions.
Yes.
Then you're saying that all serial killers that were abused as
Yeah,
children
they just have
absolved of
hobbies.
their actions.
All right, Zach, take away her last arc, and that's all you see. What's your opinion
I was
on
like-
that?
A very lost old lady.
I was like, and beyond that, like, she is a bitch to Mirabelle.
Yeah.
Like, a
We went
bitch-
over this last week.
Boy.
If she had a door, she probably would have loved her the same.
Yes. Because
That's the
all
issue.
she cares about.
Power! As she should.
She's the Dr.
Yeah.
Doom of the Kanto.
Yeah, she needs. Maribel
And
should've
even
gotten
if she
good.
had a door,
Somehow,
she'd still be telling her
even
she's
3
not good
episodes
enough.
later, we get back into Kanto. Just like all of TikTok currently.
I mean, yeah. She made her son go live in
Hey,
the fucking walls.
We don't talk about Bruno. Oh, shit.
Gavin, what did you watch?
I watched the 2021 Suicide Squad.
Nick, what did you watch?
Yeah, moving on.
Go ahead.
It actually wasn't too bad. It was enjoyable. I'm not saying it was good, but it was enjoyable. And then I watched I watched the Proud Family movie. I watched a lot of shit.
They're coming out with a new series, right? On Disney
It's
Plus?
already out.
Oh, so
Oh no, it's not.
it's a prouder family.
Yeah, and it's looks like it's just upped animation and everything for that. I think it comes out like sometime in February, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
It'll be on Disney Plus, naturally. Watch some Kim Possible in the Kim Possible movie.
Live action?
No,
Oh, good. Good.
I don't watch that live action. I haven't been able to bring myself to.
I think we watched that before Thanksgiving one year.
Nice.
I believe that.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about that.
But overall, really the big one was the Suicide Squad, the 2021 version. I liked King Shark a lot.
King Shark was pretty cool.
I liked the iteration of King Shark the best in the Harley Quinn cartoon animated series because that show's fucking great.
Which you can watch on HBO Max right now. Not a paid promotion.
I was like, it is like one of the few DC things I'll recommend people to watch. It's funny, and it's entertaining. But that's about it. That's really.
Nick?
Movie.
What did I watch this week?
Pawn Stars?
I have watched a lot of Monster.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point now where I'm getting really good at like how much they're gonna offer for things.
YouTube is a whole
Las Vegas'
Stars,
version
too.
of
That's what I've been watching it on.
On
Because
YouTube?
they
It's
just have
just-
they just have playlists of
Yeah.
the greatest moments. Of
I
Monsters.
spent like 2 40-hour work weeks just watching them constantly or listening
I
to
don't
them.
know if I really watched anything new. I don't know if there was anything new old that I watched this week.
I hate what you do.
New old.
New old.
New
I watched
old
Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, Peacemaker's pretty good.
It's all right. You can see John Cena his ass.
I just like how sarcastically dumb he is, and then his Eagle's my favorite.
Oh, Eagly is the best part of that entire fucking show. 100%.
His pet bald
Holy
eagle.
shit, he has a pet bald eagle, and it's fucking. It's so fucking stupid.
All right,
On this week's episode of The Mandalorian. Zach, did you watch the new episode of The Mandalorian?
No,
Oh,
I did not.
Why not?
Because the Mandalorian's not
Yeah,
out.
that's
The
been
bulk
over
of
for-
Boba.
God damn it!
Honestly, I was gonna start with Black Clover. I've been watching
Okay.
that. It's an anime I'm really into right now. I also, in the last 2 days, have watched all of Wheel of Time. Aaron, you're a goddamn liar. It's a good show.
Have you read the books?
No.
Exactly.
All right, it's not that great of a show. I'm not gonna say that's gonna be the next Game of Thrones or the next Lord of the Rings. It's nowhere near that level. I can see a lot of aspects that's pulling from Lord of the
The
Rings.
CGI that I saw for the couple seconds I was up there was awful.
The
It is
troll.
awful.
Yeah, he walked in there the first time the Trollocs showed up.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there aghast, like, what the hell are these things?
Yeah, they definitely needed more post-production
Yeah, that
to
was
polish up the effects.
terrible.
Hopefully that'll be better next season,
It
along
gets
with everything
worse.
else.
It gets worse when you see the dark one. The testicle of glowing embers.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Until they rip that mask off and he's a normal person. It's like not very frightening. But I was gonna say, first 4 episodes I spent watching the characters and being like, I'm more interested in the lore behind this, like that takes place thousands of years before this.
Yeah, there's great lore, not
Yeah.
really shown in the show, but
Oh yeah.
read the book, Zach.
And then I don't have time for 27 books.
There's 14.
I don't have time for but the last 4 episodes of the 8-episode season were a lot more enticing, and I wouldn't mind watching on season 2. I'm not going to be counting down the days for it, but
I will be watching it.
yeah.
But
And then the Book of Boba Fett, which you were trying to mention earlier, episode 4 is finally a great episode. I've realized, because it does a flashback thing, it keeps jumping to like right after he survived the Sarlacc pit, and then the modern day, like caught up with Mandalorian and everything. I'm liking the past stuff more, where he's like building his like trying to get his future going, get his ship back. And episode 4 really has a few really cool moments where he's trying to get his armor out of the Sarlacc pit, doesn't know it's not there anymore. But it's like a really intense scene, and then him breaking into Jabba's palace to get his ship back. Minor spoilers, but yeah, I think the show is finally starting to get a little bit of traction. Hopefully, it continues to get better.
yeah, I'm waiting to start it till I can binge it.
Like,
Kind of scared to watch it because Boba Fett's one of my favorite characters
Yeah.
from the old expanded now Legends.
Which is
I was big into him in all the books and comics.
I will tell you.
And then with the prequel, they kind of fucked him up a bit, and so I'm kind of worried where it's going to go, but we'll
I
see.
will tell you, Danny Trejo shows up in this show.
Does he
Episode
have a
3.
machete?
Machete?
I don't know. I think he was carrying a stun baton.
Alright, that's close.
But he carries with him something that's badass. And if you watch the TikToks I put up, that'll probably spoil it for you.
I haven't
but-
watched him yet.
Speaking of Machete, oh, we're in the movies. When we get to the games,
Machete.
speaking of Machete.
Okay. That's it for what we've been watching. We did watch a couple trailers. You guys watched the Moon Knight trailer just a few minutes ago. What did you guys
No,
think?
I watched it Monday.
Oh, you watched it Monday.
With the
I know you guys were just watching it a little bit ago, though.
Yeah. Looks like Moon Knight.
This is Moon Knight. Gavin?
I was like, I like Moon Knight as a character. Again, I guess it's not again for you guys, but for you folks, it's I've never actually read any of the Moon Knight comics proper, but he does appear in a lot of Deadpool's comics, and I am more familiar with those. And I like his character in the Deadpool comics. I know that Moon Knight tends to be kind of fluid as into how his character is portrayed.
Yeah. One of the latest iterations, he suffers from split personality disorder. So you see him jumping between personalities, which looks like this show's going to deal with. It's going to be kind of a James McAvoy split meets Batman type show, from the looks of it. He gets his
But
powers.
funnier.
Yeah, but funnier. I think they're actually going to
Smarter.
go into a lot of like horror aspects with this too. From the looks of the trailer.
Is this how they're going to introduce the monster?
Yeah. I know Ethan Hawke's going to be in it. He's playing a character I think only shows up in one issue of the comics though. Arthur Harrow, so we'll see what they do with that.
Best thing Ethan Hawke was in.
Can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Aaron.
Has he been in anything good?
Yes. One thing I can think of. Gavin? Any idea?
Oh, fuck.
Because I do not like Ethan Hawke.
Let me make sure it was him. But I
Dead Post Society?
Was Ethan Hawke in
Looking
Dead
it up.
Post?
Yes, he is.
Is he?
I think the only movie I can think
Training Day. Gattaca!
That was what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
See, the only movie that was coming to my head was Daywalker or Daybreakers, and I'm like,
No, but Training Day is a good
Training
fucking
Day's a
movie.
great movie. He's also in Knives Out too, so. And The Northman.
He's gonna be Knives Out too.
And The Northman. Wow. All right, maybe he's good now.
But yeah, Oscar Isaac I think is a great casting for this role, and I'm really excited to see this. This comes out March 30th on Disney Plus.
So you haven't hit Oscar Isaac fatigue yet?
No,
Seeing him in everything to come out in the last year?
no, not yet.
Okay.
What's
I was
he
just
in
checking.
besides Dune?
I don't know. I've just seen him in a lot of stuff.
I don't know either.
And I
look that
feel
up.
like I've seen him in a
What's
lot
his
of stuff.
name?
Maybe not.
Oscar Isaac. Yeah, that's the part that has me most excited. I think it'll be Marvel.
He's a good actor, though.
It's Marvel, so at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna enjoy what they
Yeah.
put out.
And
Very
like I was
rarely do you
saying,
put something out that I like, but I also love the main actor. I think Oscar
Yeah.
Isaac's dope.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. Is
there's
good.
also I think I have a link right here. Sharon Carter might be showing up in the show. Blade might have his first like on-screen appearance in the
Yeah.
show. They're doing a Werewolf by Night special in like a year, but that character might actually show up in the show as well. They're gonna, I feel like, really dig their nails deep into the supernatural part of Marvel, beginning with the show. Not maybe just introducing new characters, but at least teasing them.
Yeah. They need to build up.
It seems like that's what their aim with this
Yeah.
phase, because they got Morbius, which is more supernatural.
Well, Morbius isn't
not
confirmed
directly
for the
connected.
MCU. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but okay, fine. There's not no Morbius.
That's Sony doing their own.
But
version.
Don't do you dirty this just yet.
There's the Eternals, which is more
Cosmic.
cosmic, supernatural. Other
Different,
movies. I'm drawing a blank right now. What the fuck?
Comics.
Uh,
Paper.
Sometimes you
Characters.
see the images that move on a screen.
Oh, gifts.
Yeah.
GIFs.
I call them giraffes. Is that how you pronounce it? Shit.
But like I said, March 30th, so I'll be watching this.
When's
week to
Blade
week.
coming out?
Oh,
Because that's what I'm really excited
next
to
year, I
see.
think.
Next year, yeah, I believe so.
I think they're gonna start filming it this year. The other big one, well, not big. It's more of just a title announcement, but I've been really excited for the show. Kind of like Aaron probably was right before Wheel of Time actually came out.
I've been scared for a while, but
Same streaming service, Amazon Prime. They're going to be releasing the Lord of the Rings series based on the Second Age of Middle Earth, and they did a big title announcement. It's going to be called The Rings of Power. So this is going to be dealing with the forging of the 20 Rings of Power, not just Sauron's ring.
Whoa, how much walking?
Not much walking.
a lot.
A lot of walking.
Because they have to walk to the forge.
That's gonna
Forge the rings.
That's gonna be-
walk back.
That's gonna be the first 8 episodes of them just
And then
walking
they
to the
gotta
forge.
walk and deliver each of the rings to the kings.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pretty excited, I take it.
Yes.
It is the best trilogy of all time, according to Zach. So.
I feel like you bounce back and forth on that answer.
No, that is what you told me at your bachelor
Zach,
party.
I don't know if I could agree with that.
You know, thinking about it, might actually be
Not really.
more cohesive than Star Wars. Yeah.
I don't really care for the time period.
Well,
But I'm sure it'll be cool.
Yeah, you gotta think there's a lot of stuff going on in that time period though. You got the
I
Fall
would
of
have preferred to
Numenor.
go back
Tell them
further.
on
You've got
Fox News Sports.
the Forging of the Reigns, the Rise of Sauron. You also got the Last Alliance of Men and Elves at the end of the age.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff there
I did
that's
a little research.
to cover.
Just
So for a
appreciate
show, it makes sense to go there. I
Oh,
would
yeah,
have
something
preferred
new.
going further back, but
My biggest hope though is they actually stick to Peter Jackson's designs and like
I would
look and
imagine they
feel
will.
with his movies because it would be really cool just like to see them at least use the same designs for the rings
Yeah.
since they're focusing on the rings for the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hopefully
that will be out. That will premiere this September 2nd on Amazon Plus or Amazon Prime. Jesus,
everything's a plus with you.
everything's a plus. So moving on to the meteor stuff, the MonsterVerse is coming back. Godzilla vs. King Kong, or Godzilla vs. Kong was the last movie to come out, but now that the studios have realized how popular that movie was, they're moving forward with a new project, which
Yeah. They discovered that if they
Mothra?
actually
Show the
put the monsters in the monster movie, people like it more.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Think about
So,
2001 Godzilla. It had a lot of Godzilla in it.
I am mixed on this. So it's not a movie that they're doing next. They're doing a live action series taking place right after Godzilla 2014.
Boo.
On Amazon Plus, it's going to be a series.
Prime.
Apple Plus, there we go.
Oh, okay.
It's Apple Plus.
Okay.
There's too many damn streaming
It costs
services.
too much money. I don't pay for that shit.
I get Apple Plus for free. Not that I actually have signed up yet.
You can watch movies shot entirely on an iPhone.
I know.
Who wants that?
Well, I mean, the first, 10 of our episodes were shot entirely on an
We're not a movie.
We're better.
Exactly.
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 But
Exactly.
from what I was
Nelson
reading, they're going to
Mandela.
have Titans showing up. Godzilla's going to be a main part, hopefully. You guys make this so hard. Alright, moving on from Godzilla on Apple Plus. They're going to do a film studio in space.
Yeah.
Elon Musk?
No,
No.
it's a company. I think Axiom is the name of the company. They've just signed a contract with NASA to attach an inflatable module to the International Space Station, so they can shoot movies on it.
That would be cool.
Tom Cruise's space movie is going to be the first one on there.
It's gonna be great.
I said it that way just for that effect right there.
Speaking of Tom Cruise, are you excited that he will be Iron Man?
If you could add a sound effect.
I'm excited to see
Moving
him
on
as
to
Iron
Tom
Man.
Cruise, though, there has been talk of more entertainment enterprises being attached to the International Space Station. One article I saw said something about possible sports arenas,
Quidditch.
see, that'd be cool.
That would be dope.
That'd be
Actually,
fucking dope.
They can actually fly.
I was like, also though, imagine them just them hitting each other and then just stalling out their inertia entirely, just floating in the middle, help.
That's why they're gonna need some propellant, little rocket brooms.
I was like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
or there's just people on the side that just fucking hucks a ball at them when they get stuck. Inertia.
But I know the Fast and Furious trilogy or series is probably gonna try to use that at one point. I mean, they've already done space.
They've gone to space, but
Now it's gonna be
now
time
they'll
travel.
go back.
They'll go back to space, and they'll be like, "What do you mean you can't get a Camaro in this inflatable? Watch me." And then they just blow up the International Space Station.
With my family, we can go to space.
And then they just blow up the ISS.
All right. So last week we started the movie Bookie Bookie.
Movie Bookie Club.
Our first movie was Wild Wild West, which was the first time that Aaron here has seen it.
First time.
Let's just start talking about it. Where do you want? I'll have Nick start.
Movie Bookie.
Movie, Bookie. I picked this movie specifically because Aaron hadn't seen it. We were talking about it this week at work. My whole goal every time it comes around to me is try and pick a movie that somebody hasn't seen that I've heard them talk a lot of shit about. Because I don't think we're going to find a movie that all four of us haven't seen. That's going to be very rare if we find one. So we finally... I know that Zach watched it earlier this week. I know Gavin watched it earlier this week. But Aaron just decided that we were going to watch it before we started recording tonight. So he came over
That's
after
why
work
we're all
today.
yawning at this point.
And we ended up watching it. And just like in 1999 when this movie was released, I really enjoyed it. I like the characters. I like the story. I just...
It's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
So with your rating scale of 0, 1, 2, what is it?
1.4.
Arbitrary.
No decimals.
No decimals, and it's a 1.
Not
closer to
the
1
0,
than 2.
1, 2 scale.
Yeah, remember your scale? 0 for awful, 1 for...
Oh, yeah, you have decimals in there.
Oh.
This is scale. He'll do
Yeah,
whatever he wants
okay.
with it.
How many Zach Fields did it get?
I'm not going to do feels. I'm going to do a 7 out of 10.
All right, so I actually I put Zach's feels down right here. 4 out of 5 Zach feels.
Out of my 0, 1, 2 scale, it did a 1. Because
Yes.
I think 0 is unwatchable, I'll never watch it again. 1 is like, I'll watch it if I see it on or if I don't have
Yes.
anything to watch. 2 would be like, I'm going to watch this movie every year.
I'm gonna scour
So
there
one
and
Wild
send a
Wild West
copy of
would be
this
your
movie.
I was like, I also put one because I did all 3 scales. I said personally I thought it was a 6 out of 10, just in a general scale. I said 4 out of 5 for Zach Fields and a 1 out of your scale because I didn't know what the fuck we were doing for that.
Realistically, 6 out of 10.
It's like I wrote a whole ass page of shit. I was like, I thought it was a lot of fun.
I wrote notes in real time while I was watching the movie.
I was like-
just random thoughts.
I thought it was a lot of fun to watch. The setting's very unique. Steampunk cowboy. Personally, I haven't seen any other true steampunk cowboy settings.
Have you not seen the Steampunk Cowboy?
No.
Oh, this cowboy steampunk?
And I forgot tons of it, so it felt like I watched it for the first time. I don't know why my brain decided to hook out all the Wild Wild West scenes for my brain, but it did. So, because I was like, I didn't remember shit. I remembered Loveless, and that was like literally it. I didn't remember the giant spider somehow. I didn't remember so much.
The
could you forget
main
the
marketing
main
thing.
thing?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I have pros and cons. I don't know if you guys want to go over like pros and
Go
cons.
for it.
All right.
Yeah.
So pros, I thought the dialogue was very well written, generally, and it was very exemplified by the lead actors, Will Smith and Kevin Kline, as the main protagonists of the show. So many puns. I'm saying that's a pro. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Puns are high.
Puns
high
win me
octane.
over.
Because almost every joke in that movie is a pun of some sort. The sets are very well designed when the CGI is not involved. CGI is a little dated, understandable, but the sets themselves, like the actual spider, that's not the CGI stuff with the spider, looks fantastic. The train looks great. All the like the saloons they fight in, everything is actually very well designed, and I think they should get. And then the action, in my opinion, flows very well. It's well choreographed. It doesn't. I mean, you're able to follow what's happening. It's not like there's a rush of movement and then suddenly like 3 people are dead. It's generally you can tell what happened for like where the bullets went. You could tell it's easily read, which I thought was a really good part of it. I don't know. And then cons. I thought the president sucked ass. I don't know who the fuck was playing as him.
How dare you, sir?
No,
I agree.
like no emotion at all. He deadpans every single
I
line.
think that's just how the character was written.
Also, that's
That's just how he was.
Yeah.
Well,
A
yeah.
man of
He
action.
just won the Civil War. He's seen some shit. Brothers on brothers.
Again, and then again, like I mentioned, the CGI, it shows its age. The movie's special effects, 110% show its age that it was made in 1999.
Oh.
It
I
is
don't think
very
they were that
obvious.
bad.
Oh, it's obvious.
I mean, they're not perfect. They're not great.
It shows its age. They were very good for the time period.
Eh.
Oh, I was like, but compared to like current movies, CGI is shit.
Do you know who played President Grant?
No.
Kevin Kline.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I thought Kevin Kline played the.
He did.
Oh yeah.
And President Grant.
Oh, and he played President
See,
Grant.
that's why he could
Oh,
look
okay.
like him so
That's
well.
badass.
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually. That's cool. And then some of the jokes were a little bit dated. I was like, again, semi-appropriate for the time period. Lots of slave jokes, and lots of disability jokes. Whatever, but I didn't think they were always that
Only
good.
half of them
Cancel
kinda
this
works.
movie.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. Like, it's the time period and everything else. I'm just saying, like, they aren't all that great of jokes. Like the Mississippi stepping on the Mississippi mud. That was a race joke. Anytime Loveless said anything about a color, it was a race joke. 100%.
Yeah.
And then every time Will Smith talks to Loveless, it is a disability joke.
Mm-hmm.
About how he's not like a full man, and which again, time period, it's more appropriate, but whatever. But like I said, I thought it was overall pretty fun to watch and rewatch, but not constantly. I wouldn't watch this every year. I'd watch it if it popped on, but I'm not going out of my way to watch it. Like you guys had said earlier, you guys watched it here. I didn't want to watch it again. I watched it earlier this week. I was good. I'm cool with watching the end of it. I watched the end of it, you guys. Again, it's a fun movie, but again, I don't want to watch it twice through fully in a week. I don't think it's that good of a movie. But overall, it's pretty good. I was like, I have a whole thing here, but I already went over most of it. So
I feel like I have to change my score now that you've given Kevin Kline so much crap for playing Ulysses S. Grant. I'm going to a 7 out of 10.
Well, I was like, and the issue is like, for some reason, the dialogue for Ulysses S. Grant is weak. It's not. All he does is just like, and I get that that's kind of
He's
his
a
character.
grumpy captain.
Yeah, but
in a
even
bad
but even
boys
then,
movie.
he's not even like really saying anything besides "You get 'em, boys," like the whole fucking movie, or "Don't do that." That's literally like 80% of the lines.
You guys gotta work together.
Yes, that is the majority of the lines, which is not well written compared to the banter that they get for Will Smith and Kevin
He's
Kline's
an
characters.
establishing character.
Yeah.
Just because he's an established
cold
Leave
character.
him alone, Gavin.
Leave Ulysses alone!
Oh, and then one other point was I thought that the story was a bit sluggish at first, especially because like they introduced Loveless kind of early-ish, but not early enough in my opinion. And you're following for McGrath, for General Bloodbath McGrath for like half the fucking movie, and it's like almost a 2-hour-long movie, which isn't a horribly bad thing, but it just he died kind of quickly. He didn't do a whole fucking lot. But a lot of the movie, like a good portion of the movie was focused on him, so it kind of felt like once it picked up and it had a nice pace to it, but it also felt kind of rushed with Loveless's stuff. Because I think it could have been a little better if Loveless was established as like an actual threat a little bit earlier. Personally, but...
He was like half a threat.
Yeah.
And then... And the other thing, like it's mostly just the same vein as like some of the jokes. A lot of the women, like the actresses that played as the women, they were just kind of there to just wear skimpy outfits. That was
And have very punny names.
yes, and have punny names, but like
Yeah, that is something I didn't notice when I was a kid. I watched this movie a lot when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
When this movie came out, I would have been 7, and I probably watched it a bunch the first few years it was out. I never knew the names of those characters and how funny they were.
Yeah.
oh yeah, and they're good and like and
These
this.
are all puns.
She's reading Jim West as he's talking. She's reading her lips, and then he calls her Miss Lippin Reader. That's fucking great.
I lost it.
They went hard into the puns, and it's
then
a good choice.
Unisha is always the one firing the guns.
Yeah.
Other than at the end when another blonde lady had a Gatling gun.
Lippin Reader.
Huh?
That's
No,
Lippin Reader.
there's Lippin Reader, but there's another blonde lady.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, did we even get her name?
Too. Nope.
No.
Not that I know.
So, I got a couple
Look
of
that
Easter
up.
eggs before I move on. This was what I was contributing while we were watching the movie. I was trying to find cool little facts about the movie. When Jim West returns to the Wanderer and finds that there are no guns in the secret compartment, one of the guns that is missing is the noisy cricket from the Men in Black movie.
Oh, that's cool.
And near the end of the movie, the evil Loveless character attempts to destroy a small town using his giant mechanical spider. One of the first things he blasts is a brick factory chimney that reads Cast in Ironworks. This is a reference to Lawrence Kasdan, the director of The Big Chill, Silverado, and Grand Canyon. Each of these films, incidentally, feature Wild Wild West co-star Kevin Kline.
Oh, that's really cool. And then, yeah.
I did find her name. It kind of makes sense now because she's always punching somebody. Amazonia.
Oh, yeah.
I remember him calling her
Yeah.
Amazonia.
I was like, they don't really have lines. That's what I really noticed. The women don't really have lines.
East had a lot of lines.
East did have a lot of lines.
And she did, but again, skimpy outfits, and then on top of that, like majority of the dialogue involving her was completely about her, like how she looked, her body, her butt, and her tits. That was a lot of the dialogue directly involved with her, especially when she was like, every time she walked off screen, someone had to make a comment about her ass or her tits or her figure.
2 comments.
Multiple comments.
You had more Easter eggs, Nick?
No, I got
Oh.
some continuity.
I was like, but that kind of conclude. I was like, I don't think I have anything else.
Aaron,
But yeah, no.
was your first time?
First time watching it. Avoided this movie for years. And
23.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And,
Oh, jeez.
oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, geez.
I liked it. It was pretty good. Much better than I thought it was going to be. Definitely not a movie I'm going to be rushing to watch again by any means, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah,
I might watch it again at some point, but
I think I throw this one on like every 3 years.
yeah, I'll definitely watch it again someday. But it was good. Couple of what the fuck moments. I still can't get over the bedroom or his office where the paintings of people holding guns are real people just waiting in that room to come and shoot them. Like, how long are they fucking standing there? That just
Oh my
I
God.
do have that. Yeah, I have that one. Wait.
No,
Does
what he's
all the
mentioning.
guys just stand inside the paintings until someone just happens to break into Loveless's
Because
office?
they were in there he's in there for 5-10 minutes before she comes in. And they're just standing there waiting.
I actually because I don't know why this never clicked to me as a kid, but this last time I watched it, I paused it at that spot, rewound, and was like, wait a second, there's people standing there the whole time?
Oh no.
Yeah, so, some of the characters were real fucking
Read it aloud,
dumb.
Nick. That's breaking news.
Do you have anything else?
No, not after that. Heartbreaking news.
I will continue after the heartbreaking news.
So this was
Another
published.
actor.
This was published 42 minutes ago. Arnold Schwarzenegger gives update after serious car crash.
So he's alive.
Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah, I think I saw something about that.
If Arnold died.
he is fine.
I
His
will
only
like a
concern
little
right now
girl.
is for the woman that was also apparently injured in the car crash. So.
All right. Well, damn.
Well, damn.
I'm not
so
ready
looking
for that man to die.
I was looking for movie news and
Yeah.
T's and P's to the woman involved in the car.
All right. Well, I will move on. Zach, any
So,
last thoughts?
This is probably like the 20th time I've seen this movie. I was obsessed with this movie when I was a kid.
Mhm.
I had the soundtrack, and we went on a road trip one year, and I just kept replaying
There's
Wild Wild West.
More than that song?
Yeah, the soundtrack has a few. I think it had a couple Will Smith songs on there.
Oh,
Actually.
okay.
Voice.
But I did notes while I was rewatching it this last time, just in real time as I was going through, and I'll just go through a few random ones. Like Kevin Kline does an amazing Miss Doubtfire impersonation. He really does. The earwax thing at the start of the film was disgusting.
Yeah. That was gross.
Yeah.
That cracks me up every time. When Aaron first saw it on the screen, he goes, "What the fuck is on the ear?" And I was like, "Oh, you just wait.
Yeah.
It gets so much worse, bro."
Of course, I had to take a call right at that part, so I didn't get to watch it again. Let's see here. Stereotype shoot everything that moves guy teams up with nerdy pacifists. That happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy Artemis and Jim's banter. They did a really good job bantering back and forth.
Yes. It's really one of the strong points of the movie.
That's the weirdest beard I've ever seen.
Oh my
Talking about Loveless's spider beard.
I like it.
I like it. It's weird. Is that how chainmail is made? Crochet?
Mm-hmm. Needlework.
Needlework.
That is actually partial.
needlework.
I was like, that's actually partially true. Making chainmail is really intensive.
Let's see. I'll read like two more random ones. See here. This movie is like an Americanized spoof of the older James Bond movies in terms of gadgets and over-the-top villains and goons. On one hand, I like that neither of the guys got the girl, but nothing would have changed had she told them the truth that the scientist was her husband and not her father.
Maybe.
Yeah. They would have still flirted with her. This song is classic as the credits started rolling. But yeah.
It is. Good
Yeah.
song.
It's a really good song. Overall, I think this was a great first pick for our movie bookie.
Yeah, it's good.
So what we've decided is that for the first few episodes, we're gonna randomly pick somebody. So like I went first, so I'm gonna randomly pick one of the three to pick a movie for next week. Whoever I pick will pick a person for the week after that, and then obviously the person who's last will go last. And then we're just gonna keep that rotation so we all get the same opportunities to pick movies.
Okay.
So we already talked about in last week's episode. I'm picking Aaron.
Okay. We pretty much already discussed this. I have several movies in mind.
I told Steph she's going down with me if this is the movie I think it is.
Well, yeah, she probably will either way. But I am going to go with The Goonies
Ah, damn it. I knew it.
because Zach needs to watch this film.
All right.
I know the rest of us have seen it.
No, I'll
Many
tell you
times.
guys.
I watched it when I was in high school, so it was a little bit late, but I did watch it.
I am afraid that the nostalgia thing that you guys have for this movie is it's definitely not going to affect me.
No.
Because now I'm a 30-year-old person watching this movie for the first time. I am going to be honest about it, even if it's a little brutal. But I will do my best not to just purposely hate it.
Did you just not listen to me? I didn't watch it when I was a kid. I watched it when I was an adult already. I was in high school when I watched. Well, yeah, I was like 17.
You're still teens.
I don't care.
I'm 30. I'm twice that age now.
Well, I'm just saying. That's not twice the age. I'll be
I've
34.
avoided it for 30 years.
I was like, that said, I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's a solid movie.
I'm-
I would say that The Goonies is better than Wild Wild West by
You
a
don't
large
fucking
margin.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah, Goonies.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I'm not gonna go out of my way to
On
hate
the
this
0,
movie.
1, 2 scale, it's a 2.
Yeah, that,
No, 100%.
that needs to be the thing with everybody because I think movies are all going to get picked that universally somebody has seen and hates or hasn't seen and has this intention in their brain that they're going to hate it.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
Yeah.
I was like, I also am going to apologize now. You guys are gonna pick all these great movies. I'm gonna make you guys watch Velocipaster.
That one's been on my watch list for a while.
I'm gonna make you watch some of the really bad movies that I've watched and enjoyed, but know that they're bad. So
We'll get a little bit of everyone's personality.
Yeah. It'll be good.
Yeah.
fucking
But yeah,
love
Goonies will be the
Velocipaster.
next one. I don't know if you want to watch it separately or do again like
TNT.
tonight and watch it before we record.
If we do that, we should do it earlier, maybe a little
I
earlier
agree.
in the week, or maybe just this Sunday or something.
Yeah. We can figure something out.
Or like,
But either way, I'm
Or link us all
dragging
up
my
for a
wife
watch
down
party.
with this.
You'll both be better for it.
If she starts running her mouth, she's going upstairs. She's not staying there.
True.
Don't tell her that because she's going to do it right away just to go upstairs and say she's going to have to watch the movie.
Well, that's fine. Her loss.
I don't understand it. That's the problem with
It's
this
just
movie.
been this thing that like we get this like sense of like it's being pushed.
You guys push stuff on us all the time.
I know.
And I watch the movies that you recommend, and I'm always like, yeah, it was good. You guys did a good job.
You know, that only just started happening.
no, I believe that he's been listening to recommendations for a long time. He's just more admitting to it now.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys got any ideas for movies that we should watch, let us know.
In the comments, we have
If there's any anime we should watch,
Movie,
put it
movie,
in the
bookie, bookie.
comments.
We need a good logo for that.
Movie, bookie. Yeah, we do.
Movie, book.
we've got a couple other pieces of news to get to.
No, I think I'm done.
Okay, I have a couple more pieces
Yeah.
of news to get to.
Yeah.
We had a couple more people pass away this week. We talked about this quite a bit on the last episode, talking about Bob Saget and Betty White. Today we found out, I don't know if I'm missing anybody that might have passed away earlier in this week. I can't think of anybody, but I know that we lost Meatloaf today. Obviously known more as a rock star than anything else, but he was in movies. He was in Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny. He played
the father,
the dad to Jack Black as a kid. And then a little bit later, after that, we got Louie Anderson, which I don't know if a whole lot of people in here know a whole lot about Louie Anderson, but
I knew he was a comedian.
Louie Anderson here. He was funny. He had a cool show.
I do know Louie Anderson. I just had to see his face. I was like, ooh.
Anybody got anything for either of those guys?
Well, Meatloaf was also in Fight Club.
Yeah. I was like, he's actually been in
Rocky.
Yeah, he's been in a couple movies.
Yeah, Rocky Horror
a picture show.
Picture show. Wayne's World. Yeah, a few more like Glee. You said Tenacious D already, but yeah, he's been in a few shows or movies. I don't know much more about Louis.
Louie
Louie
Anderson here.
There we go.
The only other celebrity death I know of is that 16 and pregnant star that died.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
Jordan Cashmere. She's 26.
Oh.
Yeah. Meatloaf's best film. You might recall that little ditty, To Catch a Yeti.
Oh,
I don't.
We have a riff tracks of that. We should watch it in his honor.
I'd be down. We did have one other death.
Oh, okay.
We did. hit on. We talked about Moon Knight earlier.
Oh, yes.
One of the actors in Moon Knight. Let me pull up his name because he's not very well known to me as of yet. He's playing the character of Midnight Man.
Has he been in anything else? That's the question I want to know.
I am not sure. I'll pull that up here.
What's his name again?
Gaspard Ullick. But like I said, he was about to play playing the role of Midnight Man in the new Moon Knight show. Jeez, that's a lot of M's put together.
Alright. He was in Hannibal Rising.
Okay.
I don't know as who. Jesus, a bunch of shit that he's a French actor, so he has a lot of French movies.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if there's any that I even recognize. Rise of the Guardians, good movie.
Oh, that is a great movie.
Mortal Instruments, apparently, which didn't watch, so...
Mortal Instruments.
Yeah, The City of Bones.
Not a very good adaptation.
Yeah, that's about it. So I think the biggest thing is the Hannibal Rising. Was he Hannibal? Yeah, no. Gaspard Ullick was Hannibal Lecter in Hannibal Rising.
Ooh.
So that gives us something to actually...
Well, I don't know exactly what happened. I think it was a skiing accident, you said, Nick?
Yeah.
At the age of
That's what I remember.
37.
Yeah, way too young.
Yeah. So his last appearance will be in this Moon Knight show coming in March.
Well, it's nice that they're not taking him out.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, that'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Even if they have to tie it into the show, like...
Yeah, they'll have to do something, but
Yeah.
you at least have to show their last performance.
Yes. 100%.
You can't bury that.
Quickly, I know that none of us in here really watch Big Bang Theory a whole lot.
Oh no.
I found this out earlier today, though. Or earlier this week. The son in Christmas Vacation, which I know that we all talked about in our Christmas episode,
Yeah.
you wouldn't recognize it, but he plays Leonard in Big Bang Theory.
Did not know that, but
Wait, what?
I also don't watch Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
They're the same person.
It is.
Yeah, I couldn't get into Big Bang Theory, but it is
Smart
wild.
show for stupid people.
Pretty much.
Do you care if I do any other news?
Go for it.
I was looking up stuff while we were talking.
Oh no, that's totally fine. It's like, here's the stuff to talk about. That's what I like. Usually I just look up the actor names so I can be like, they were in this, this, and this. But the other stuff was like all in French, and I was like, I don't know what this is.
It's a meatball.
I was like, I think one was something about love. But that's all I could tell. Because it had the English word love in there. I don't know if that's the same as in French. In French, I don't think so.
Possibly.
I don't know. I don't speak French.
Matthew Lillard was in the new Scream movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Matthew Lillard.
I guess obviously he wasn't shown on screen, but his voice could be heard whispering when they're watching Stab on the TV. I thought that was cool. Kendrick Lamar and the creators of South Park are teaming up to make a live-action comedy.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything? Do we know anything about it?
No real details.
Oh, there's a Keen of the Hill revival.
And a Beavis and Butthead revival. Same guy making both of them.
I know the Beavis and Butthead
Mike Judge.
revival will be when they're in their 30s apparently, so they're gonna have different looks.
The movie is going to be that. I think the show is still going to have them younger.
Okay. So I looked it up. So it's a live-action comedy film, which apparently will depict the past and present coming to a head when a young black man who's interning as a slave reenactor at a living history museum discovers his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his.
I
It could be funny. It could also end up like Get Out and be like weirdly like, they're like, we're done with South Park. We're making horror movies now. Fuck it.
We're going to
Thrillers.
repeal this.
Speaking of Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the creators of South Park, this is not movie news. I just think it's cool.
It happened a while ago too.
They bought Casa Bonita
Yep.
here in Denver, Colorado. That's been closed for the last couple of years, and they're reopening it.
Yeah, they bought it back in August.
If you don't remember, they do have an episode where the gang from South Park goes to Casa Bonita, and it is hilarious.
It is.
And as a child, I loved Casa Bonita. I don't know if I would enjoy it at all as an adult.
But
Did you
now
look at-
that Trey owns it,
Yeah.
Did you look at
I'm excited.
the interview that they had with him? I was like, so they went to Casa Bonita as kids, and that's why it's like so like big for them. That's why they did the whole Casa Bonita thing, with Cartman and everything else. And they like really cared about it, and they bought it because they didn't like they thought it was going down in quality. They weren't, Gus Pasadena's not as good now as it used to be back in the day, mostly for renovations and stuff. So they bought it because they want to make it better. They want to relive the old things. So, from my understanding, I think it's going to be closed for a little bit longer, and they're like redoing the entire inside.
That's cool.
They're putting a
for
ton
those
of
of you that never went. The food wasn't great.
No. Sopapillas, though.
The sopapillas were good. They also had cliff divers that jumped off the cliff into very small pools. That was always fun to watch while you were eating. They had a really dope arcade inside. Castaneda overall when I was a kid was dope.
Yup.
Did Angel send you
What?
Daniel Radcliffe's just playing Weird Al Yankovic in a new biopic on Weird Al.
Yeah.
I know that for a couple of us that really, really enjoy Weird Al, this will be cool.
Yeah.
Gavin and I went and saw him. God, that was probably almost. That was probably almost 10 years ago now that Gavin and I went and saw him in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got lost, and then we got lost. We couldn't find our car afterwards, and we bumped into him afterwards. Actually, it was really cool.
That was so cool. We couldn't find our car, so we're like, let's just go back to the venue. We'll start over because we knew we could figure it out. And then there's a couple people lined up next to this van. I'm like, what the hell's going on there? We walk over there, and he's taking pictures with fans and stuff.
And taking autographs for free.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He did the exact same pose for every single picture, which makes it feel like it's kind of a cardboard cutout when you put him next to other people. But it was really cool. He was a nice guy. I got a little tongue-tied when I met him.
Yeah.
I was like, hi. And then I was like, I don't know what else to say. I was like, love your music, I guess. But I don't think I said it that cleanly.
That's how I was when I met Corey Taylor. Black Panther 2.
What?
Delayed.
I knew that was going to happen. That's why it wasn't in my top 10. Speaking of delayed, Mission Impossible 7 is also delayed as well.
Woohoo!
Only by 1 year. So that's
still 1 year.
That's one more year.
That automatically makes Moonfall my number 10.
Tom Cruise's worst movies.
Couple things that they're coming out with.
I like the first one.
They're working on Chicken Run 2. I don't know if anybody watched the first Chicken Run movie.
Love Chicken
Great
Run.
movie. I'm excited that they're making the second one. They're also making a live-action Aristocrats movie.
Wait.
No,
Look,
stop.
we saw live-action Cats, all right?
Yeah.
This is by the same
And it
team.
was glorious live-action.
They got rid of all the cat buttholes in that, and that's what made it bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Would have been more entertaining with all the cat buttholes.
Likely.
Have you seen the video where they digitally put them back?
No, I
You
should.
should look that up on YouTube.
Like the live action Lady in a Tramp, I'm going to skip this one.
I will be seeing this one. I love
I
the
will be
Aristocrats
seeing
when I was
this
a
too.
kid.
Skip Lady and the Tramp. I did too. But this one,
I also skipped
we're
Lady
all
and the Tramp.
seeing. You're contractually obligated.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of our movie bookies.
So you might
I
as well
will
come
not
see it.
hold back on this.
Hey, if I
It's
want to be a
like-
dick, I will have us all watch Kim
I
Possible
mean,
live
it's
action.
Disney, so it's not gonna. It's gonna be like Lion King. It's not
going
gonna
to be a
like
cheap
Cat.
rip-off.
I kind of hope it is.
I kind of do too.
Jim,
I think you have a new number 10 that needs to go in your number 10 spot, and it's one that you left out because you didn't know if it was coming out this year. Knives Out 2 has been announced that it is coming out this fall to
This
Netflix
fall.
and theaters. Still, that's
It's
2022.
closer. I'm waiting for an announcement of November 15th, 2022.
So,
On my birthday.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
cool.
Yeah. And then last thing, we talked about this a little bit. Gavin's the only one, you might have watched it, Luca.
I haven't watched Luke.
So Gavin's the only one that watched it. He put it in his top 10 though. It was the most streamed movie of 2021 according to the Nielsen chart.
Is that going to be your movie, bookie?
I was actually going to pick Velocipaster for my first movie. It's on Amazon Prime.
I have it too.
Oh, do you? Have you seen it?
Not all the way through.
Oh my god. It starts off... They are self-aware that it's not a good movie, and it makes it a lot better.
Yeah,
in my
it
opinion.
helps.
I was like, if they took it serious enough, it's like it feels like a Matt Stone Trey Parker movie with like how like loose they played it, you know. Like they're aware that it's a jokey movie, but they play it straight and it's fun. But I might say Luca instead because I didn't realize none of you have seen it.
Yeah.
And Velocipaster, I can wait till my next time. around.
Well, we'll see when it gets to you.
Yeah.
I think that's
About
about
it.
it though.
Yeah.
Movie, bookie for this week. The Goonies. So we will be talking about that on the next episode. Anything coming out this week?
Oh, that's what I forgot to check. So what do you
I
think?
also forgot to check.
Any like nostalgic moments in the Goonies that you guys like to think like brings you back?
The Truffle Shuffle will always bring me back.
Yes.
Sloth.
Data. and his booty traps.
Just so many things. It's just a great movie.
It is a
It's
fantastic
fun.
movie.
So we have 2 weeks before anything comes out. So
Okay.
next week will probably be another episode like this where we go over heavily our movie, bookie. And I'll talk about random news around the world of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have another rant about how fake festivals. And,
No, I got that out of my system. We're done now.
But
It's on the internet
for-
once. That's all I need.
in 14 days, we have Jackass Forever and Moonfall, which is the one that just slid into number 10 for me. So.
Okay.
Weren't we skipping Moonfall?
Moonfall was the new, what's his name? He does all the disaster movies.
okay. I was thinking.
Oh!
I know what that is. For a second, I was like, "What is this?"
You mean the same movie over
Tom
and over
Cruise.
again?
Basically.
Yeah.
No Tom
Different
Cruise.
Mission Impossible Moonfall?
But this one actually looks decent. It's Patrick Wilson.
Maybe we can do.
I
Maybe
don't
we
get the
do.
premise.
The moon is artificial and the aliens are coming to wipe us out. That's my guess.
So it's like Mars Attacks.
So it is aliens.
I think so. I've seen bits and pieces of alien stuff in
I was
the
like,
trailers.
honestly,
Maybe we
I
can do
thought
like a
there's
fun list next week. We could pick a random actor and we could do like their top 5 movies and we could discuss top 5 movies.
Can we just watch them?
No.
back
Go
to
through
back.
Arnold.
Oh, if we're doing Arnold, yeah. Because
Alright.
I was thinking about Tom Cruise because we've been talking.
This
so
is
much
what we're
about
gonna
Tom
do.
Cruise.
For next week, you want to do a list of top 5 of an actor's or actress's movies?
I can't do a top 5 with Arnold.
I also can't do it.
I need a top 50.
After these episodes are done, we're going to write down 5 actors and actresses.
Pull one out of a hat.
Yep. We're going to make it random.
Why don't we pick an actor that was in the movie from Movie Bookie?
Fine, Josh Brolin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Endgame.
Infinity War.
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2.
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman's in it.
Alright, Lost Boys.
Great movie. What's his name? Samwise.
It's Sean Austin.
Sean Austin. He's in it.
Oh shit, Josh Brolin's in the Goonies too.
That's what I just said.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
what we're talking about.
I thought you meant for
Never
Wild
seen
Wild
the
West.
movie.
Josh Brolin was in a Wild Wild
I
West.
didn't think he was, but you guys were like, "Oh, he is." So I was like, "Okay, I'll just go along with it."
Never seen the movie.
Alright. So, if you want news, if you want a top 5 list, we'll figure it out after.
We'll do something.
And here's Zach's opinions for the first time of him watching the fantastic movie The Goonies. Stay tuned for next week.
We'll see.
Outside of that, if you would like to reach us outside of this podcast, you can get a hold of Zach. Where?
TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Film Beast is my name.
Slinging Dicks, the game.
Fuck yeah.
Gavin.
You can catch me on Twitch at Boopity Games. You can catch me on TikTok at Boopity Games, Twitter at XXBoopity XX.
Poppity.
Yes.
We'll eventually start putting this stuff on the screen.
Eventually, yes.
Same username for
Gotta make a
Steam
graphic
and
for it.
PlayStation and Xbox. So if anyone wants to play, hit me up. I'm always down to play. I don't do shit.
Aaron and I don't
Right here.
do a whole lot of social media. But you can hit up the podcast at Screen Splitters. No, damn it. The SpitScreeners podcast on TikTok. Or SplitScreeners _ on Twitter. Still got to try and figure that out. You could also, if you want to send us an email, the SplitScreenersPodcast at gmail.com. And always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And it's time to split.
Smash that like button.
Stay split.